Good morning, welcome to the Stamping with Val Facebook page. I hope you can join me. It's Good Friday, so I appreciate that people may be on holiday or they at home with their children or whatever. I've been home with my children for 4 days now. Okay. No, we're fine, really. But I have got my cup of tea and I am going to drink it while I wait for some of you to bob on. So, no, we're coping. We've had a few moments, obviously, but we're not doing too badly. Nearly halfway. So, bring up my iPad so I can see if you're leaving comments. There we go. Right, so today we are going to be looking at new ink colours. That's what we're going to be looking at. That's what we're going to be looking at. I don't think anybody's jumped on yet. If you're there, say hello and let me know that you're there. Otherwise, I'm going to keep drinking my tea and wait for you all to catch up. So yes, this week we saw the Stampin' Up catalogue. I say we, demonstrators. Hi Emma, hello. Nice for you to drop in. You haven't missed anything. Me drinking my tea mostly. Yes, Stampin' Up demonstrators. Yes, I always wave when I do hello. And then when I finish, I always do bye. It is funny. We saw the new catalogue. So if you're a demonstrator, we shouldn't give too much away for the non-demonstrators. It's not fair. But if you're a demonstrator, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you love it? Are you... Do you like... What? I don't think there's anybody that feels about it. But what do you think? Do you love it? I love the styling of it. It really catches your eye as you look through. It's very bright, it's very colourful, so it really draws you in. Emma loves it. Were you in Amsterdam, Emma? Did you see it live? I think I've suffered from not having the hype. I think I really have suffered for not having that hype that Amsterdam gives you, because being there and getting it physically in person really does add something to the experience of a new catalogue. There's no doubt about it. There's no other way to see a new catalogue, really. So if you would like that, then you need to join my team and become a demonstrator, because there's something about a new catalogue live at an event with all the other demonstrators, seeing it for the first time, that just wows you, absolutely wows you. Because I wasn't there, I'm not quite... I don't have that vibe quite so much. You were there, yeah. You see, everyone who was there has come back and they're blown away by it. I don't know. I do love it. Like I say, the layout is beautiful. The colours are beautiful. The samples are beautiful. The styling and what have you. And there are things I definitely love in there. There are things I don't like in there, but then every catalogue is like that. Every catalogue should be like that, because what I like isn't necessarily what you like, and isn't necessarily what your friend, demonstrator friend or customer friend over here likes. We all like different things. We all have different styles. So it should be. You wouldn't be in love with all of it, because if you were, then it's not catering for somebody else's taste somewhere else. It's only catering for yours. So I'm not quite caught up in all the hype of it, but I do love it, and I am very excited for when I can start to get some products from it, which will be in a couple of weeks' time. And in the meantime, I'm looking forward to just browsing through an online copy every now and again, and just having a little look through and letting it all soak in, because actually it takes a while. You have your first glances and you're like, ah, and then you look again and you take things in excuse me, a bit more closely and clearly, and you, oh, I missed that first time round, and perhaps things that have left and you didn't notice, or things that have come in I didn't realise I didn't look that closely at the retired list. I have to confess, I didn't look that hard at it to begin with. So I hadn't realised that the 12 by 12 card as a whole colour collection was going. And we were still going to have 12 by 12 card, but there would be less colours available. Or I hadn't realised that the 12 by 12 colour collections design series paper was retiring. So there were things I hadn't cottoned onto. I hadn't looked hard enough at the retired list, and I hadn't looked that closely at the catalogue. I'd been so caught up in the oohs and ahs and ahs that I hadn't actually looked at all the details at all. So now I'm into that phase now, then to that, oh, that's gone now. We've not got that now, or oh, look at that, oh, we've got that. So there are some fab stamp sets in there. All the suites are beautiful. The papers, as always, are beautiful to look at. There's a big increase in ribbons and embellishments and accessories and things like that. So I think if you love those things, you're going to be absolutely blown away by those, because there's lots of new ribbons, new types, different styles, but lots of different types as well. So if you're a ribbon fan, then there's lots for you to choose from in there. And some new embellishments, and refreshing some of the old embellishments as well that we'd had for a little while. So those pages are really exciting as well. So yeah, so I can't start waiting to share it with my customers. So if you need a copy, there'll be a request link at the top of this post when I finish the video, where you can go and request a copy. You just pop in your name and your address. You need to live in the UK, really, and I will send a copy out to you free of charge once I have them, which will be sort of end of the first week of May probably. So make sure that you request a copy so that you can ooh and ah about it. Emma, yeah, I'm pleased to see more ribbon. I thought it had been a bit lacking last time on the ribbon, and we had a lot that had just stuck around. So I'm glad to see a good refresh on the ribbon, some new styles, some new things, but interested to see that some other ones, a bit like the seam binding we used to have, which was very popular, a version of that's come back in. So there's definitely some lovely things in the ribbon there, and some things to really make, oh, okay, yeah. So so definitely got, I have written my wish list, and it's a good 2 pages long, just as a first off glance. So, and that doesn't include things like ribbon either. They just tend to be lumped into ribbon as one line on my pad, but actually I would order a good chunk of them. So yeah, so I have got a wish list. So there's plenty to like, and my brain is already whirring with class ideas and project ideas, and I'm terrible at the minute, because I go to bed and I lay down in bed to go to sleep, and then my brain suddenly goes, right, let's think about that new catalogue now. And I'm like, we had all day. We could have thought about it. We had all day. No, now's the best time. Now when you should be sleeping, now's a good time to think about that new catalogue. So I'm a bit tired this week. All the excitement. It's too much. Right, so I'm still going to finish my tea. Easter holidays mean that I need the tea. So it means, because I wasn't at Amsterdam, I don't have masses of new stuff to show you, unfortunately, just yet. However, I was able to order the Eastern Palace from the Eastern Palace suite. As I think I said last week, or perhaps when I did a brief video on Monday. I don't know if any of you caught it, because it wasn't scheduled or anything. I just literally hopped on when my box had arrived. So the Eastern Palace suite is available for demonstrators now during April. Customers will be able to buy it from the 1st of May. Eastern Palace is a sort of Moroccan gold Eastern influence suite. Oh, see you in a bit, Emma. That Stampin' Up are bringing out in the new catalogue. It's definitely got, it reminds me of those Moroccan nights we had before, but the colours are richer than that. But, you know, gold styling and things like that. You can definitely see that influence in it, absolutely. I'll be honest, the suite wasn't for me. It's not my style particularly. And whilst I can appreciate the beauty of it, I know that I wouldn't use it enough. Okay, and like everybody out there, I've only got so many crafting pennies to spend. My crafting budget is not bottomless. I wish it was, don't we all? But it's not. And so I'm saving my pennies for the things I really, really do love. So I didn't buy masses of things when they were available. However, I did get the 3 new in colours that were available to me. And I have the other 2 on the way. So Humira says it's great for making Eid cards. Eid, have I pronounced that right? Eid. It's a holiday, but I'm afraid I don't know for which religion. I know it's a religious holiday, but I don't know which one. But I'm glad that it's going to be a great to fit in with all those kinds of things. They use the Moroccan set. Yeah, I have got the Moroccan set. That's retiring, isn't it? I wondered if they would keep that to work alongside it, but I'm guessing not. So I don't see it on my shelves. I did take all my stuff, sorry, off my shelves. And my shelves are looking really pathetic. Okay, when I flip you around in a few minutes, I'll show you. I'll give you a quick tour. But down here are 4 boxes from like IKEA type. Those white IKEA boxes I use, full of retired stuff, and I haven't touched the ribbons or the paper yet. That is just the stamps, the punches, and the dies. Over there, and my shelves are looking where I've got 2 big shelves, one either side of the desk. I reckon I could probably get it all onto one side, so I reckon I've probably lost roughly half my collection this time. So yeah, but that means I will have lots at my buy one get one free sale coming up when the new catalogue launches. So yay for being my customers, yay for my customers. So if you want to be one of my customers and be in my buy one get one free, drop me a line and find out more. Oh yes, so yes, shelves are looking a bit sad. It's an Islamic celebration like Christmas. Oh okay, is that soon? Is that coming up soon? When do you hold that? See, it's a learning here on the Stamping with Val page. We're learning every time. It's very exciting. So, yes, I could order the 3 colours, and I did do a sneak peek on Monday when they arrived. I got those. The other 2 are on the way. They should come today. I've managed to get hold of them slightly cheekily from a friend. They should come today, but my postman doesn't come till the middle of the afternoon. He's a right slacker. So, we're late on the round. So I won't get them till much later. But perhaps when I do get them, I might pop back on later and just show you. Ooh, how exciting. Right, but I have got the 3 that I could order in June and again in September. You get 2 Christmases? What, like Christmases? 2? Or is it just how it's falling? Or we shall have to discuss this, because I want to know more. I'm fascinated. I am fascinated by all these things. I love to find out stuff. I love it. Yeah, I love to know stuff. Maybe just nosiness, maybe. So I managed to get Fresh Fig, Tranquil Tide, and down here on the floor, and I haven't opened it yet, even though it's my favourite, Lemon Lime Twist. Let's open it now. Can't believe I haven't opened it yet. People are like, you've had that since Monday. Call yourself a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And Mara says, yeah, 2 Christmases every year. Cool. I'm all for that. Right, let me do the label first. So, have you ever seen this? Did you know this? I had a customer friend who didn't know this. She didn't realise. She came round. She's been a customer for a couple of years, several years. And she came around, she said, I love your ink pad caddy. She says, I think that's great with all the colours in it and what have you. She says, and you've got all the little labels on the end. So you could, they slot into the caddy like this, so you see this end. She's like, oh, I love that. But we wouldn't be able to see what they were because mine haven't got the labels on the end. And I was like, what do you mean you haven't got the labels? No, mine don't have the labels. They're just blank, she said. Like this. Right. Okay. I said, turn your ink pad to the bottom, and on the bottom you will find 4 stickers. These ones are a bit hard to see, I have to say, because of the colouring. Okay, you get 4 stickers. The top one is the colour in English, and then you get it in French and German, and I think this must be Japanese for the Japanese market. Okay, and these are stickers. And what you do is, they're a bit hard to get underneath. You need something a bit sort of pointy. I've got a needle. But basically, you get underneath and you pull it off. And then you bring it round the front. That's the front. And you stick it on that front edge. Ta-da! And now you have stickers on the front. Okay? And then when you put them into your ink caddy, you can see what colour they are. My friend was like, how did I not know that? I felt really bad. I was like, how have I not taught you that? How have I not shown you that? How rubbish am I? How rubbish am I? I should have demonstrated that. I never taught you that. So yeah. That's how you get little stickers on the bottom, stick them on. I know some people who take, because it's the sticker is the same colour, so it's not just the writing, who take the other colours and sometimes put them on the other end, and sometimes they open them up and they actually stick little bits inside here that they've trimmed off in there. And that way, when the ink pads open, if they've got lots open on their desk, sometimes they can look a bit samey, because actually that just looks green. And it wouldn't look that dissimilar if you had Pear Pizzazz open on your desk, or Wild Wasabi or something. They'd all look pretty similar. So they put little bits of sticker inside here so that when they're open, they can tell what colour they are as well. So feel free to use those. Just because they're in another language doesn't mean you can't use them. Put one on this end, like I say, all over. So this, I think, is going to be my favourite, I think, because I haven't actually looked at it yet. The kids have been off. We've been really busy. We have been busy. So I have these 3 colours. I also got the cardstock pack which went with Eastern Palace. Now, a lady very kindly told me that the blue that comes in it is Dapper Denim, because I didn't know. Okay. Then we have Tranquil Tide, and then we have the Fresh Fig. Okay. Now, it's not going to be a fabulous representation on the camera at the moment, but I'm going to do one. Once I've got all 5 colours, then we'll have a little comparison thing. Whether I'll get a chance later today, I don't know. It depends what time the postman comes. And we'll have a look at these all 5 colours, and how they compare with other colours in your kit. So, but this is the Fresh Fig, and this is the Tranquil Tide. The Tranquil Tide is kind of like a green version of Island Indigo. The Fresh Fig is a more purpley version of Rich Raspberry. So that's kind of where you're looking at colour wise for them. So I am using the Tranquil Tide and the Fresh Fig in my card today. So here is today's card. Okay, it's got all these gold circular elements on it, and these are from, now they're called the Eastern Gold Vinyl Stickers, and these are part of the Eastern suite as well, and they're like this. Okay, and these just peel off. These are just stickers, so they just peel off, and so the backing is kind of clear, and then they've got like gold print on them. Okay, and you just peel them off, and that's all I've done on my card, is I've peeled them off and I've stuck them on. Now, these ones I found, these circular ones, these were a bit funny, these ones, because this is not one whole sticker. This is actually an outer ring here, and then an inner ring here, but I'd ended up pulling it up as a whole circle, and actually there's an extra bit in there that you don't need. So you get that very centre part, and then you get that outer part as well. So just watch out for that. That caught me out, because then I pulled it up and I brought it up as a whole circle. It's this one here, and it had a solid circle around it, but actually that was an extra bit of sticker you didn't need, and you get that circular scallopy edge instead. Okay, so I just took a load of the stickers, stuck them onto some Fresh Fig cardstock. Okay, and then the other thing I've used is I've got this little gold tassel here. And these are from the new mini tassel assortment. Again, part of the Eastern Palace suite. Okay, and again, you get them in Tranquil Tide, Fresh Fig, and then this beautiful gold. And these are really pretty. These are really pretty. Okay, love those. Okay, so those are the things that I got. So I didn't get the paper and I didn't get the stamps and dies personally. Not at this time anyway. So here's the card I did. So let me spin you round and we'll make this quickly. I've already waffled for 20 minutes. Goodness me, we'll get on. Because I've got the kids in front of the electronic babysitter. So let me turn you around. And get that lovely view of my wall. Oh, hubby's back. Right then. There we go. Ugh, we're all over the place again today. Ugh. That's a bit better. Right then. So, here's my card for today. And I'm going to run through it really quickly with you because it's not a hard card at all. It really isn't. So, I've started with the Tranquil Tide as a card base. This is already a length of A4 cardstock, cut in half. So I'm just going to score it in half down the long side, fold it, and Bob's your uncle, card base ready to go. You don't actually need that to the end, so you can put it to one side. Then I have a piece of fresh fig, and this is 9 centimetres wide, so that it's going to leave that little gap down the side. And then the same length of my card base, which is 14.85 here in the UK. And then quite simply, all you do to this is stick stickers on it. Okay, that quick, it's actually a really quick card. Okay, I think this time I'm not going to use the circles again because I used quite a lot. I'm going to use these ones this time. Okay, so you just peel them off like that. And then you can just stick them on however you like. Okay, it's probably an idea to bring them off the edge of the card a little bit like that. Because that looks a smidge more natural. We'll go for... They've ended up a bit underneath each other, haven't they? Let's put that one down there. And then what I'm going to do, I'll trim that bit off. And I'll take the bit I've trimmed off, because it should be a straight edge. And stick it up here against that straight edge, so it looks like it came off that way as well. These other bits are a bit small to do it with. So we'll just trim those off. Okay, but then because I've got some quite big gaps, I shall find, here's the one I already did. This one has some of these like little circles, so we'll just pop some of those on. There we go. Like that. Okay, and you can just decorate it however you like. So you do get some border ones. So we could put it down the border. We could put some down the border there. When you're happy with it, it's done. That's done. Right then. And then all I did to finish it off was I found some of the gold, this really thin gold twine. Ugh. Okay, and I just wrapped it. I hate this stuff. Ugh. Round like that. A whole bunch of times. I don't even know how many. Just it's on the floor now. And it'll roll away. Like 5 or 6 maybe. I'll fight with that in a minute. It's all coming undone on me. It's going to be one of those days. Do you get that feeling? Oh, only on camera. Only on camera. Let's have another go. Right. And then, and this is what I did, because otherwise it does just keep pinging off on you. And I've still got a loose bit. Is grab a dimensional, because you're going to stick this bit on with a dimensional. So grab a dimensional, and then up here where they overlap, just stick it on like that. So I've missed this end, haven't I? Over both ends, yeah. Oh man, won't go underneath now. Right, getting cross now. Cut that extra bit off. Right, you get the idea. It's going to be one of those days where I go, you get the idea. Right then. Next up, you just want to do your sentiment piece. So grab a scrap of vanilla card. Now I have used a sentiment, because I didn't have the stamp set that went with this, which has some gorgeous sentiments in it, in some beautiful fonts, I have to admit. But I went for the mixed borders because I love the fonts in here, and this is sadly retiring, and I'm quite sad about it. But I went for I Hope Your Birthday Is Amazing, because I love it. I love that sentiment. Okay, and I've stamped it in Tranquil Tide card ink even. So, ink it up. It's not too ridiculously juicy actually, I was quite lucky this time. There we go. So like I say, it's a very dark, I almost want to describe it as a very dark foresty green, almost like a pine, a dark pine. I know they've called it Tranquil Tide, but the stamped one for me is almost like a very deep pine colour, personally. Okay, and then I've die cut that out with I've used my oval stitch framelets. Okay, you know how to die cut stuff out, so imagine I've cut it out. The other thing is the tassel. Okay, and I want to hide the gold part of the tassel underneath the doodah. What's the word I'm looking for? It's one of those days. Sentiment, that's it, underneath the sentiment. I want to hide it under there, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pop a glue dot on the back, and I'm going to put it on the back of like the knot, not on the back of the metal ring, on the back of the knot part. There. Okay. And I'm just going to stick that to the card. I'm going to sort of put it off to one side. I don't want the pine to get in the way of my dimensional. You might have to move it down a little bit, perhaps. Okay. Like so. And then for the base card, you use a dimensional to stick this onto here. So let's quickly do that. We can use it to make sure all of these stay in place as well. Okay, and then this attaches like so to that side. So if I just quickly die cut that out, wasn't terribly ready this morning. Was I? There we go. Right, and I think we probably just need another glue dot, like at this end for that. Okay, so we'll fight the backing off of that one from under there. And then we're going to stick that going off the side there. So that metal bit does get a little bit in the way, I have to confess. So I could have done with bringing it down a smidgen. And all my string hates me. So there you go. There's my quick card. It was fairly quick, believe it or not. Using the new Eastern Palace products that I got and a couple of the new ink colours. So that was Tranquil Tide and Fresh Fig that I've used on that card there. So when I get the other colours, we will have a play with all the other colours and have a good look at them very soon. I'm in love with these tassels. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Right then, so there's today's card. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you like the look of it, and I hope you like the look of the Eastern Palace suite. Let me know if you're interested in getting your hands on it once it's available from the 1st of May. I can certainly help you out with that. So, as we mentioned before, I shall spin you around. I shall take you off the stand. Hang on. I'm going to be a bit wobbly now. We're going freestyle. So, here are my... I don't think it will turn now. It doesn't like to turn part way through once you've decided on an orientation for your video. There are my stamp shelves. And as you can see, they're looking a little bit sad. There's the one on the other side. They're looking a bit empty, to be honest with you. And this is why. This is why they're looking empty. This whole box, this whole box, this whole box of punches and dies, plus a load of ink, spring summer stuff under there. That's why. Okay, and most of my ribbon drawer will be obsolete, and most of my designer series paper will be obsolete as well. Okay. Right, so that's what. So flick your back round, but now I have to hold your arm's length so we're not too close. So there you go. There's my quick look at the Eastern Palace suite for you today with our card in Create and Chat today. I will come back as soon as I can with a look at all 5 ink colours, and we'll do a proper good look at them and a comparison to the other colours in Stampin' Up collections and what have you. In the meantime, there's still stuff going on the blog. I have posts scheduled all the way through the Easter holidays, madly enough, including a couple of blog hops next week that have fallen into next week. Stamp Review crew are looking at cool treats, and me and my fellow carroters from the Crafty Carrot will be looking at Nailed It, which is our stamp set for May. So if you purchase Nailed It or spend an equivalent amount with your Crafty Carrot demonstrator, then you can join us in May with all our Nailed It tutorials. I know that some of the products, Nailed It didn't make it into the main catalogue, into the new catalogue. So I know that it's on the retired list technically, and some of the products are starting to go out of stock in some of the countries. So you might just want to bear that in mind. I'm getting arm ache from holding it up. So bear that in mind. And I think that's it for today, because obviously I'm keeping it a little bit short today. But I'll put any useful links you might need at the top of this blog post. So there'll be a link to request a new catalogue. If you're already a customer of mine, a regular customer of mine, you'll get a catalogue. You don't need to request one, so don't panic about that. But if you're a new customer, or you'd like to be a customer, or perhaps you're an irregular customer, then I won't automatically send you one, in which case fill in the request form and I'll put one in the post to you once I have them. There's also be links to the blog, links to more information for the Crafty Carrot, things like that. Okay, so I hope you all have a fabulous Easter weekend with your families. Enjoy the holiday, whatever that holiday means for you personally. Mostly for me, it means chocolate. Yay. Okay, but whatever it means for you, I hope you have a wonderful time. We're certainly meeting up with family and friends and what have you, so we'll be having a good one. And I will see you back here again very soon. Okay, bye for now.